Let's talk about certain aspects of urban planning and what we should be learning in this, illustrating the strategies to improve urban environments and evaluating models of urban structure in developed and developing countries. So let's start with what is urban planning. Urban planning, this is organizing lands in scientific, aesthetic and orderly manner. This order is very important. This aims to create good physical, economical and social conditions. Actually, everything is done for human beings and for the aspect which are related to it. So, urban planning makes it orderly and healthy and good for living. It also promotes the health and well-being of the communities. So urban planners, what they are supposed to do or what they generally perform, urban planners are geographers, the people that make sure this happens and in the manner in which it is being sought. Now urban planners, they plan for the future in addition to addressing current needs, like what infrastructure will be needed for future transportation mode. For future means right now what is existing, and maybe after 10, 15 or 20, 50 years what technology may come. All those has to be kept in mind. And how large will be the population become? This is through various statistical parameters. And what will be the demographics of the city? It may change because city may become a capital and everything will be just different for that city. And what will be the economy of the city, and how and where should the city expand to prevent land use conflicts. Also, from bike and bus lanes to bridges and business park, this is a transition aspect, and urban planner have to decide where things go and how to regulate the city in the best possible manner. This best possible is underlined because everything which has been done is for the sake and good of human being and for the community. And things that influence land use, the first thing is physical attributes of the land. Everywhere land is not same, so floodplains, hillsides, shorelines, etc. Also natural corridors. And what is the accessibility? Is it close to your transportation routes, or is it a harbor, or it is proxy made to the public transit? And the third aspect is the compatibility. That is the complementary land use, whether it is desirable or not, and what are complementary land use for the residential area and what are not. This has to be seen by the urban planners. And things that influence land use, this also is there. Historical land use, once something is there, a planner cannot change it because it is of historical importance. So without great political pressure, historic land use is often win. So it's hard to force existing land uses out of a neighborhood. This is a very difficult task. Most of the urban planner, they face this. So consumer demand and land value, there is always a competition for the desirable land in the cities, which is more developed, which is more close to the CBD areas, and therefore those who can pay most get the land they want. And what are the challenges in planning process? Must take decision for the good of the community over the individual. Again, good of the community and not just a individual or people having sources and good money. And reduce conflicting land issues or land uses, and finding a place for undesirable land, use like landfills, jails and power plants. Also in planning process it comes zoning bylaws. The basic purpose of zoning bylaws is to regulate what you can build and how big the building can be on a property. Once a building you create, then it survives for years. So the decision is very important. Individuals and community groups need to get involved. You need to involve everyone. Public meetings, you can float your proposals there, and after the fact you may review, update and exempt. So thank you so much. These are the basic urban planner issues. Thank you. Take care.